Hey everybody, Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here with your evening recap for Tuesday night, April the 22nd, 2014. Okay, 15-minute chart of the ES, and for the second day in a row, we did, we did that slight AM dip, little morning dip, and then it just ground out the rest of the day. And today's dip was particularly difficult because it came right off the open. First 15 minutes, we dipped to 65.75, and that was it. We were on our way to 78. So it was a slow, grinding day, a very difficult day to try to get involved. For our part, we missed this initial dip because after this kind of a run-up pre-market and that kind of a toppy type of a thing going on, you got to wait for a little bit more. We didn't get it. So we used our proprietary level, the proprietary levels that I put out in the room every day. Our upper level was 72 today, and so what happened was we went ahead and we made what we call a bias over the 72 area that was tested and retested, and that allowed us a low risk entry to get long, at least to make something out of the day. So we were long the majority of the day. It was a boring trade, but it was a profitable trade. And the most important thing was we didn't do what probably a lot of people did today, which was short, 86, short 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78. Oh no, what am I going to do now? And then we do get that little bit of a pullback, but I would argue at that point, either you have dumped it for a large loss, or you've gotten it back to maybe even or a smaller loss and gone ahead and take your losses into the close. We try very hard to identify these trend days early on in the room, and we've got some excellent tools to do that. It used to be a big weakness of ours, but we've developed it into a tremendous strength, and it's served us really well over the past 18 months. So where do we go from here? I am expecting at some point either tonight or more likely tomorrow during the regular session to retest this 65 to 67 area. It has been resistance for so long that it would be surprising not to see a retest. It's just too important of an area. Now, if it holds on the retest, then you really can see the Bulls be able to take the ball the rest of the way, with the goal line being essentially upper band up the 1890, 1895 area. With 65 to 67 going support. I tweeted out earlier today that my target was 1895. Nothing's changed that. If we break 65, then you have to kind of reassess things, and then you have to look to see whether or not you can have support at the middle band. But in looking here at the daily chart, you see, the classic setup here. And yes, it's a lot of green days in a row, but I was mentioning to people today, last week we had a lot of big downdrafts. Big 20 handle pullbacks, 25 handle pullbacks, some big messes. And that, that washes out a lot of the froth, and it also counteracts that frothiness to the market or an overbought sense of things. Even though we are up, we put in our 6th green day in a row. The 45-day pivot, the peak price today was only 25 handles over the 45-day pivot. You've got to get, much higher than that in order to get it stretched or into an overbought condition. So, we definitely have more room to go. And in looking at that chart, we've seen it so many times. And how many times have we not interacted with the upper band when the chart has been doing this in the last year? None. None. When it comes this far, when it confirms middle band as support, when it takes out a longer term resistance area, we go to upper band. The only thing that is different about this time is that it's not different than the other times. There's nothing different. So you have to expect what the market's going to do, and the expectation is that we go to the upper band. So be careful in fighting this. If you fought it today, hopefully you took a stop or you got out of that somehow. But don't fight this market all the way to the upper band, because based upon recent activity in this uptrend, it's going to really have a negative effect on your account. Okay, that's all I got. I'll be out in the morning with another pre-market webcast. Check us out on Twitter. Check out the website. Come take a try out of the chat room. Come trade these trend days with us. They are a lot of fun. Okay, take care. We'll catch everybody in the morning.